if you're using Minpac, one of the issue that some people have is that it doesn't let you choose the directory in which the plugin gets downloaded. So if I take a look at the pack folder, you can see that everything is under Minpac folder inside pack. So what some people do is they separate the plugins into a different folder inside the pack directory. So if it's related to editing, then you can group them together inside one directory called editor, and you can have another folder called themes or languages, and I've seen some people do it like that, but Minpac doesn't have that option. So there is a plugin manager called Autopac that solves exactly that problem. So it says this is a slightly modified version of Minpac, and the reason for modification is exactly to be able to install plugins into different package names. And documentation is not that well, so you have to go into example and trying to figure out how to make this work. And I realized that this is a little bit confusing. For me at least, it was a bit confusing. So I'm just gonna show you what I figured to be the easiest. So the first thing you have to do is git clone this repo into any of your opt folder. So I have pack, Autopac, and opt folder inside, and you just git clone the repo inside any of your opt folder. And in your init file, you have to include the autopac.vim as runtime opt. So this file gets loaded before everything else inside the repo. And you also have to specify the name of the file, and not only the name of the file, the path of the file in which you want to include the name of the plugin that you want to install. So if I go into that folder, I have all of the plugins defined inside this file. So it could be anywhere, or it could be any name. You just have to specify where it is. So if you want to put this in inside some folder, you just need to specify, let's just say config pack list. So if you want to put this file inside a config folder, then you can just do that as well. Now for Autopac options, you can specify the default package name in which everything gets downloaded. So here you can specify the package name, and if I don't specify, everything gets downloaded into that default option that I specify here. So I put general, so you can put anything as well. So you can put default if you want to, and if you want to use any plugin that you downloaded, you have to add the package and name the directory, and then you can use it afterwards. So by default, everything goes into opt folder, and I think there's no option to put it in the start folder. So You just have to include everything before using it. So to install whatever you put in the pack list, you can run pack update. So it only shows you that it got installed. So it's not as pretty as some other plugin manager, but it does the job. Now it says here 14 plugins got installed. So if we take a look, so inside the pack folder we have async directory, colors in general, so to delete a plugin, you just need to comment out a line or delete. And there is a pack clean. So it asks you for confirmation and it gets removed from the directory. So if you want to organize the plugins into different folders, there is this option now that someone wrote it for everybody to use, which is quite neat and kind of forces you to have a separate file in which you define all of the plugins.